everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about a few of my favorite things about living in Ireland. I immigrated here with my husband about a year and a half ago, and it's one of the best decisions we ever made, and I'm going to tell you why. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is the people. Now, the Irish people are genuinely the friendliest people that I have ever met in my life. Ireland has a really good reputation in South Africa, where I'm from, and it is just so nice when a whole culture's reputation totally lives up to it. And I can safely say that interacting with Irish people has been one of the most wonderful experiences of my life. And that can make such a difference when you're moving to a foreign country, because it's scary. You're entering into a completely new landscape, a new culture, a new way of life, and just having a whole bunch of people that just are really nice and want to help you is just one of the most loveliest things about living in this wonderful and beautiful country. So I have to actually just personally say thank you to Ireland and the Irish people. Thank you so much for being such a friendly bunch. We cannot say enough good things about you guys, and thank you for welcoming us into your country the way that you do. We are just so grateful to be living here with such a wonderful bunch of people, and yeah, thank you so much. The next thing I want to talk about is the absolute magnificent beauty of Ireland as a country. I love exploring and traveling around, and I must say that the first year and a half of being here, my husband and I have spent a great deal of time exploring the country. We've probably only seen the tip of the iceberg here, really, but I can say that Ireland is probably Europe's best kept secret. Honestly, it is the most amazing country to explore scenery wise. I know everyone talks about the weather and the rain, but it honestly doesn't rain in Ireland nearly as much as people say it does. And then when you do get good weather, like the sunshine or a clear day, or even if it's just overcast, there is just such a magnificent beauty about the country. For example, some of the best hikes that I've ever done in my life have been in this country, notably the Cúmshingon Lake. Apologies if I didn't pronounce that properly, but that is the best hike that I have ever done in my life so far, and it's just the most rewarding experience. I did a video about that, and I'll share the link somewhere around here, and you can give that one a watch. And yeah, it's just such an amazing hike, so much beauty all around, and that is just one of many on the list. There's also Carrauntoohil, which is the tallest mountain in Ireland. There's a whole bunch of beaches that are here that are just absolutely stunning. And what I really like about Ireland is that there's a wildness to the beauty here. It's very untamed, it's very untouched by mankind. The scenery here is just something that is just so well preserved and looked after by the people, by the country. There's hardly any litter anywhere. Everywhere the land is just looked after really well. One of my favorite places is West Cork, and there's this area called the Beara Peninsula, and my husband and I went glamping there for our anniversary last year. And even though it was November, that was kind of the beginning of winter, we managed to go on a weekend just by luck. The weather was just fantastic. The scenery was just amazing, and I've also done a video about that if you want to check that out somewhere here. Another one of my top favorite places in Ireland is a place called Dingle, which is in County Kerry, which I think is one of the most beautiful counties in Ireland. And Dingle is just a lovely, colourful town with gorgeous restaurants where you can pick up a spectacular meal, and it's also on a peninsula, which is truly some of the most stunning scenery I've ever seen in my life, the Dingle Peninsula. There's even a beach where you can do a park run if that's what you're into, but it's the first time I've ever seen a park run that is set on a beach. It's called Inch Beach. It's a park run that literally goes all along the beach. It's a nice flat one, and you run up and down the beach, and that's a 5-kilometer run. So I just thought that was absolutely brilliant. And more along the coast there, you can interact with like little lambs, and there's a place called Duncan Pier, which has the most stunning triangular shaped rocks in the middle of the ocean. I mean, absolutely bizarre. You'd think this is almost man-made, but it's totally natural. And I could go on and on and on about the scenery of this place, but it's really something you have to check out for yourself. Photos and videos and things don't really do it justice, but I can highly recommend West Cork, the Beara Peninsula, Dingle, and the Dingle Peninsula, Kerry. I need to actually do kind of a travel itinerary of Ireland if that's something you guys are interested in. A lot of the culture of Ireland is really well preserved, so it's an amazing country to explore. It is a bit expensive, but I'd say totally worth it. Another awesome thing about Ireland is the pub life. Irish people, they really know how to have an amazing time. Really, it's just such a joy to go into an Irish pub. Everyone is just so jolly, and one of the things I love most about these experiences is there's often live music. So while you're enjoying your pint of Guinness or Murphy's here in Cork, you can enjoy some lovely Irish live music, which is genuinely just awesome to listen to, and it just creates such a lovely vibe. We've really enjoyed that experience of being in Ireland, and it's just lovely to be a part of it. And then the next thing I have to mention is the safety. So I have to highlight this because maybe something that maybe Irish people don't particularly notice, but because I'm from South Africa, which is quite a violent country and there's a lot of crime, and it's something that we've always been very aware of, especially growing up. Almost everyone I knew, the home that we and they lived in had security bars and electric fences and walls around your home, and there was always just the sense of something unpleasant could happen. And myself and a lot of people I know have been affected by crime in South Africa, which is an unfortunate thing, especially considering it's really one of the most beautiful countries in the whole world, and I am so proud to be a South African. But unfortunately the safety thing was a huge deal for myself and my husband, and it is one of the main reasons why we immigrated. And so when we came to Ireland and we realized just how safe it is to live in this country, I mean, often I will go for a walk around the neighborhood by myself, and that's just not something I could ever do in South Africa. I mean, you couldn't dream of leaving your door unlocked or walking by yourself as a woman alone in the streets of South Africa. That is just not something that you can do. And here I do it without even thinking anymore. Sometimes I have to remind myself that this is completely not normal compared to where I came from. And so I really do try and remind myself how lucky I am to be in a place where that is so okay and it's normal and it's done by everyone really, and everyone's outside, no one's scared. Yeah, sure, there are some streets that are probably less ideal to be in when you're alone, but on the whole I'd say Ireland is a super safe country. And again, it's such an honest country. Like, I often see things where someone will have dropped their bank card and a stranger will pick it up and hand it to security or the police station, or the Garda station as they call it here, so that the owner might find it. And that level of honesty is just amazing. I'm so grateful to be living in this country with a whole bunch of friendly, happy, honest, lovely people, and it's safe, and I'm so lucky to be here. And then I can't talk about Ireland without mentioning Christmas, but I think this is also a European thing. Wow, Europeans really know how to do Christmas. I have never experienced Christmas like I have in Ireland, and I'm sure, yes, the famous things are like the German Christmas markets and that, but still, Ireland does Christmas super well. I mean, the way people decorate their houses with the most amazing Christmas lights and spectacular displays of Christmas decorations, and you know, the spirit is just amazing. Although I will say, after all that joy in December passes, January does feel particularly difficult here, especially with the darkness and all the lights go off and everything. So January is a bit tough, but I must say, like, Christmas in Ireland is top notch. And then lastly, for a travel bug like me, this was a huge motivator to come to Ireland, in that it is so easy to travel to Europe from Ireland. It's actually such a good base, it's quite central, it's such a wonderful traveling culture, and I love that because traveling is my absolute passion. So Ireland really does tick loads of boxes for us, and I'm so happy that we moved here. I do really miss South Africa, and I will always be so proudly South African, but I must say we are so thrilled to have Ireland as our new home. So if there's anything you'd like to ask me about living in Ireland, or if you have anything that you love about living in Ireland, I'd love to hear about that in the comment section below. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!